Good morning, everyone. Today I am discussing the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, the Preamble, and the Article 1. So, first, what is the Code of Ethics? It is a guide of principles designed to help professionals to act with honesty and integrity, a written set of rules and management to help them conduct their actions in accordance with its primary values and standards. The Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers are also known as the RA 7836, specifically the Article 1. We should not underestimate the power of teachers in terms of influencing in the action and the thoughts of the learners. And people really expect teachers not only to be academically competent, not only mentally equipped, but to be morally applied at the same time. These teachers to be worthy, to be imitated, to be admired by the learners. If the teachers are confronted with some challenges that have profession implication, then this code of ethics will allow them to do not only what is good, but this code of ethics will guide them to do what is good and right for the students, for the teachers, and everyone in the community. In summary, the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers serve as a guide for teachers, specifically to the new teachers, for them to exhibit proper behavior to the learning community at all times. It is imperative that you observe and practice this set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. Before we proceed to the Article 1, let's read first the preamble. Teachers are duly licensed professionals who possess dignity and reputation with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence in the practice of their noble profession. They strictly adhere to, observe, and practice this set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. If we take a look the words used in this, you may say that this code expect too much from the teachers. Whether you or will like it or not, if you are going or to become a teacher, then you are the subject of this code. You are not considered as ordinary individual, but a person who impacts positively the lives of the learners or the students. So, for you to be that such, because you impact the lives of the students, then people expect too much from you. So, first, you must be a licensed professional. So, a teacher who are graduated of BSE or a BEE programs but did not pass the licensure exam, then he or she will not be considered as teacher or a professional teacher because you are considered to be a teacher if this is the first criteria. You have to be a duly licensed, you have to be a license holder, you have to pass your LEP. Let me share something to you. This is truly happening in our schools and elementary. That our teachers before are not duly licensed, but they teach and considered to be a teacher. Then 3 years ago, when the Department of Education investigate the teachers, because many of them are called to be a ghost teachers, means they use the license of a teacher that are not around, or sa madaling salita, gipalitra, or the owner of the license is dead. So what the teachers do? So they do an early retirement or else they will go to jail or dili nila madawat ang ilang retirement fee. So much for that. Aside for license or the documents, you must possess dignity. You must dignify. You must have unquestionable credibility and reputation. You must have high moral values. Your actions, your words, or the way you talk, the way you act, should within the boundaries of morality. And at the same time, you should be technically and professionally competent. You know everything in teaching. You know what you teach. You master the subject area. You have the strategy to make the difficult lesson to be easy. In short, you have the knowledge of what you are teaching. Now, in summary, the preamble says that the teacher must be licensed, must be dignified, must be competent, must morally applied, must be valuated. Those are the things that the code and the society would expect of a teachers. So let's proceed to the Article 1, the scope and the limitations. It has two sections, but let's tackle first the Section 1. The Philippine Constitution provides that all educational institutions shall offer quality education for all competent teachers. Committed of its full realization, the provision of this code shall apply, therefore, to all teachers in school in the Philippines. Meaning, the teacher education institution must offer quality education to would be a teachers. Because when the school gives quality to the students, then the school produces quality students and quality teachers later on. Then if the quality teachers will be teaching, they would be producing quality students. So, this code shall apply, therefore, to all teachers in school in the Philippines, meaning all teachers in the basic education, elementary and high school, whether it's private or public, are all covered by the code. You have to follow what the code says because you are a teacher in the private or public, in elementary and secondary. In the section 2, it says that this code covers all public and private school teachers in all educational institutions at the preschool, primary, elementary, and secondary levels, whether academic, vocational, special, technical, or non-formal. The term teacher shall include industrial arts or vocational teachers and all other person. So, like what I had said, you are a teacher and this code are applicable to you. If you are a teacher of either public or private, you are academic teacher, meaning you are teaching in regular school and academic subjects. You are vocational teacher, meaning you are teaching technical vocational skills to your students, or maybe a special education teachers, you are teaching pupils or students with giftedness or with disability, you are teaching students with special needs, or you might be a technical teachers or non-formal education teachers. Maybe you are a teachers of alternative learning system or ALS, and you are visiting out of school youth and you would encourage them to enroll in the house, then you are covered by the code. This code is also applicable to all industrial art teachers, vocational teachers, and this code also applicable to all persons performing supervisory or administrative function. So meaning the school administrators, school principals, school master teachers, or school head teachers, they are all covered by this code. So, after the discussion of the preamble and the Article 1, let's do some exercise question. So, question number 1: which of the following is not a commendable act of a teacher? A. Recognition of God as guide of his own destiny. B. Submission to the press any justifiable criticism against another teachers. Or C. Transacting all official businesses through channels. And if your answer is letter B, then you are correct. Question number 2: which is not a commendable act of any school officials? A. Alcoholism. B. Discourage attendance to professional growth and encouraging the teachers to just stick to teaching. Or C. Recommend the dismissal of a teachers for any cause. Or D. All of the above. So the answer is letter D. Since we are a teacher, we serve as a role model from the society. We should follow the rules and the regulations and act appropriately according to our professions and do our duties as a teacher to teach with love so that the students will gain something good to us. Question number 3: which is unethical on the part of professional teacher? A. She does not know the terms and condition of her employment. B. She avoid jeopardizing the interests and welfare of the students. Or C. She establishes cordial relationship with the community. Or D. She bases the evaluations of the learner's works only in merit and quality of academic. If your answer is letter A, then you are correct. We should know the terms and condition of our workplace. No, for example, that schools you are teaching is an SDA schools, and you are not allowed to bring lechon in the office. No, and many more. No, it will depends on your employment. Question number 4: which is not in the code of ethics for professional teacher? A. A teacher is a facilitator of learning and of the development of the youth. B. The code covers all teachers in all educational institutions from preschool, primary, elementary, secondary, and collegiate levels. Or C. When the best interest of the learners, the school, or the profession is not stake in any controversy, teachers shall support one another. D. A teacher has the right to engage directly or indirectly in legitimate income generating activities. If you are listening to my discussion, you would know the answer. And the answer is letter B. No? Why is letter B? Because it says that that this code is all covers the preschool, primary school, elementary, and secondary, but It not says that all the colleges are covered by this code. They are not covered by this code. So question number 5. No matter the degree of the offense the learners committed, the teacher shall A. Not inform any problems the parents of the students. B. Not inflict physical harm on the learners. Or C. Not bring student/learners to the principal's office. D. Not elevate any problem to the higher authorities. So the answer is letter B. No, a teacher should not physically harm the learners. Dili pwede mangusi, mamunal, or mambato. Um, Unlike before, na it is part of the discipline of a teachers. But now, pwede na ka makulong or pwede ka mawalan og license as a teachers. So dapat dili ka mag-commit og any physical harm to the students. Thank you everyone for listening and participating in my report. Now it would be the end. I hope that you gain something out of it. No, I hope that the code of ethics, the preamble and the article 1 are delivered clearly to you.